Good morning, talk show. Welcome. Thank you for coming back, and I'm very pleased. I will have Jessica Mellon to be our main host. I am the co-host today. The reason is today we have invited a very powerful woman from Hong Kong, actually. So, Jessica, please give an introduction to our honorary guest.
Yes, this is Ashley. Ashley, can you say your full name for us? Because we want to make sure we get everything really, your full name, like really correct.
Ashley Dudarenok.
Wow. And where are you originally from?
I was born in Russia.
Russia. Wow, nice. So Ashley, she is an influencer, a blogger. She has so many things happening, and she's written many books on Amazon with bestsellers. And one of them is Unlocking the World's Largest E-Market Digital China. And so we are going to talk about a little bit about these things today. And thank you, Ashley, for joining us today. And Michael, would you please ask Ashley some things that we'd like to start off with today for our interview?
All right. First of all, it's really my honor to interview you because we are in the same field. I would say, I've been doing e-commerce and e-learning for over 20 years now. Now I'm glad we can find an expert can unlock the market, which is the China market that is so huge. I'll be struggling going into the market, and as you may know, I've been doing consulting for different brands in Hong Kong for the Hong Kong market only. We just started to do the China market in these few months, and unfortunately we were facing the coronavirus situation. But of course, after this, or even from this, the e-commerce actually flies quite well in Hong Kong. We've saw some news reporting that there were only 20% to 30% of people were doing e-commerce, buying things online, but now we got over 60%. Does it do much better in China as well in this situation? And of course, you probably know that I am working with Jessica on doing e-learning. We are trying to resell her online e-learning English courses to China. Please give us some advice how we can go into the China in this situation, or even later on. Is it still a very big market? Is it saturated? What should we do about this?
Thank you very much for having me here, guys. And in general, of course, mainland China and Hong Kong are in two completely different universes when it comes to e-commerce. Mainland China is a lot more advanced, and even when we're talking about a huge increase here in Hong Kong from 20 to 60%, the amount, the frequency, the type of products that are being bought right now, the infrastructure, the logistics, etc. It's just absolutely basically not on par with what's happening in mainland. Mainland has jumped into the future during and right after SARS, and they basically had 10 plus years of head start. And of course, with the tech giants such as Alibaba, and Michael, you've been working with Alibaba here in Hong Kong, tech giants such as Tencent, such as JD working together, and right now many more ecosystems, for example, ByteDance ecosystem, etc., popping up. China has unprecedented advantage, data, logistics ecosystems that are serving businesses, not only traditional businesses, but also soft businesses, service businesses. They make e-commerce as a essentially service. So you can come, you can plug into that ecosystem, and you can get your online business running just like that. In Hong Kong, we are very, very far away. And the same thing happens for the rest of the world. Even in the US, they are still rather far away. So in terms of what to do when we're tapping into the China market, I would say, first of all, you need to understand whether this is the market where you want to develop, whether this is your most important market, because it is complex, it is expensive, it is huge, there's a lot of opportunities, but it also is going to take you from 8 to 18 months to make any kind of tiny splash in that market. So if we are looking at China and thinking, okay, let's try, there's no try. There's either do or do not. It's a little bit like Yoda giving you an advice on China, right? There's really no try. And before you go into China, you need to make very clear strategy. You need to pay somebody 10, 20, 30, 50,000 US dollars to understand your consumers, to really understand what is the consumer journey, who are the competitors, where is your unique selling point. And this is the basic business one-on-one, but you will be surprised how many people are not doing that when they are going into China, when they're doing all that. And why do you need to do it? Because again, it's the most expensive market. You're going to lose a lot of money if you don't. And in terms of big businesses, definitely collaborate with big tech giants. Right now, especially during this COVID-19, we see the power of giants. Like, you want things happen fast, you want things happen right here, right now. You want live streaming, you want bloggers, you want everything going for you. You need to be a part of a big ecosystem, and you don't just use their service, you co-create, you collaborate, you really become partners. And for smaller businesses that just want to try niche platforms, just like we said just now, Jessica wants to sell her courses, English courses in China. Well, try some of the smaller platforms. There, for example, you can offer your course into English learning platform that already exists. Or you can go to Himalaya, right, which is like a fam podcast place, and you can launch a program there. But it needs to be vetted first, whether it's okay to be taught within mainland China borders. So you basically can try with niche platforms rather than jump into tech giants right away.
Yes. I would say that first of all, don't just build a website and sell your courses. People think that is e-commerce, just a page of website then you can sell. It is a history. You don't do it for 20 years already, okay? Secondly, marketplace, the 10 giants or the niche market that Ashley just talked about is the marketplace. Join those marketplace, those already have other content, which is just like putting your product in a supermarket. People can shop more products rather than just shopping yours. They can always come back. There are lots of return customers from that kind of marketplace, right?
Yeah, wow. So that's just in that short few minutes, I learned just a lot already. So thank you, Ashley, for sharing that. So Ashley, can you tell us anything about what we can do I know that you do self-development and you're also a leader for women. Can you also tell us about during this time of COVID, what can we do personally for maybe our anxiety or whatever we can do for ourselves during this time to help ourselves kind of keep calm? Maybe you can give us an enlightenment on that as well.
Well, I think any opportunity, any crisis is a huge opportunity. And right now we have so much time to actually learn. We have so much time, for example, to upgrade our tech setup for the whole company. We have so much time and so many opportunities to test out and stress test our team and our teamwork and our, let's say, remote work arrangements. So I believe that yes, there is a stressful element because we are undergoing change and people do not like change. And we have a 2 million year old brain that really resists any kind of change. So the best thing you can work on right now, apart from all those opportunities, and I said opportunities are thought leadership, opportunities in tech, opportunities in remote work, you can actually start building your own psychology. Take a personal development course, take a course on positive psychology, on human needs psychology, on success psychology. As a leader, nothing determines the success of your business better than your own psychology, because your business will never outperform how you think. If you think small, your business is going to be small. If you are constantly afraid, you're not going to create great things, and your team is looking up to you for that vision. So your vision must be confident, it must be big, it must be exciting. And in order to have that at all times, you essentially need to have world-class psychology. Most of the people, unfortunately, through their school, through their education, were not taught how to think, how to get hold of that 2 million year old brain, how to manage themselves. And hence right now is a perfect time to take a course, and you can take that course on Coursera, on TEDx. You can join a mentor. Now, I have a program that I developed a couple of basically last year, a couple of months back, which is called FIRE. It doesn't matter how you do it, but do it. And I would say the biggest advice is, first of all, your energy. You need to constantly train yourself to have the highest energy in the room. The person with the highest energy in the room always wins. So do whatever is necessary. Shake that ass, dance, I do not know, jump up and down. Everybody has their own trick how to do that, but your energy needs to be constantly very, very high. because it impacts your psychology directly. If you are in the low kind of energy, you also don't feel well, you also are more fearful, you cannot lead people effectively, you cannot communicate effectively, etc. And the second tip that I think would be very meaningful immediately is look at what's happening right now through a prism of gratitude. And it is a choice that we are all making. We can look and we can complain. We can, engage, especially right now, watch all those news and be like, ooh, let's just basically exploit this opportunity to gossip, to talk how the world is wrong, how everything is falling apart, how horrible, how fearful is our future. Yes, you can do that. And this is our natural tendency. We like to basically speak with others and connect on emotional level. And nothing is pulling us more emotionally together than times of crisis, because we love talking about that. But if you approach everything through the gratitude, saying thank you for the the beautiful city where I live, the fact that yes, we have food, and yes, maybe toilet paper is gone, but I'm not gonna die. I can use newspaper if that comes to that. But basically approaching it from the gratitude, saying that okay, governments are doing things to prevent it, and yes, it's not such a bad, and it's basically not bubonic plague. It could have been a lot worse if the death rate was, let's say, 50 to 70%. So of course right now it is stressful, but basically approach it from the gratitude, and it is not being delusionally positive. It is getting hold of your psychology and being in a resourceful state.
Absolutely.
Wow, thank you so much, Ashley. I really learned a lot, not only about psychology and how to face the situation, but also I learned so much about e-commerce and marketing. And Michael, how about you wrap us up and tell us what your last thoughts today?
I would say there's one word, simply be positive. Always from the history, everything always have an up and down situation. Just be positive and be prepared. Use this time to get yourself prepared, and there will be a bright future coming. So thank you so much for coming in to our show today, Ashley and Jessica. It's been an honor to have both of the very strong women coming to our show today. So please, Ashley, if you have anything new or anything you want to tell us about, please come to our show again in the very near future.
Yeah,
thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.